Chelsea 1, Tottenham 0. A disastrous night for Jose Mourinho. Jose out, Mourinho out. Sack Jose now is trending across all social media platforms. The Lily Whites from North London have had an absolute enough. They've had an absolute enough of Jose Mourinho and his negative football. A game which saw 2 shots on target in the whole game. They were outplayed, outmaneuvered, outclassed by Chelsea, who themselves weren't at their clinical best. But it's 2 wins on the bounce for Thomas Tuchel, 3 clean sheets on the bounce in his opening 3 games, which is massive because Chelsea's defensive record under Frank Lampard was atrocious. But Jose Mourinho is going to be the big headline here. The first time in his managerial career that he has lost 2 games back-to-back at home. Only the second time in his career that he's lost 3 league games back-to-back. The last time that happened was the season when Jose Mourinho was sacked as the Chelsea manager the second time round. But the football, it was atrocious. And I'm going to say this now with chest. I'm going to say this now because I mean it. The dressing room is gone. Ndombele didn't look a player. Son lost. The defense nowhere. Even Højbjerg didn't look disinterested. There was no pressing in the first half. There was no coherence. There was no tracking. There was no pressure, no shape. They were getting picked apart so easily by Thomas Tuchel's men in the blue shirts of Chelsea. And we ain't saying Chelsea are an easy outfit to handle. They had some excellent performance tonight. Mason Mount, brilliant. Jorginho, absolutely oozing class tonight. Hudson-Odoi looking dangerous. The fullbacks were practically inside forwards tonight, but it was easy. It was very, very easy because Jose Mourinho is not only playing negative football, he has lost the dressing room. They are not playing for him. It is as clear as my terrible hairline. Facts. Absolute facts. Jose is done as a top-level manager. He fooled us all for a few weeks this season. And in fact, they fooled us all. They were playing well because they were happy. The way he's treated Dele Alli, the way that he has treated Serge Aurier, the way that he behaves as a manager, it's toxic in this modern game. It is rife. It is rife. The rot is rife through this dressing room already, and it's absolutely peaked. There is no doubt about it whatsoever. We're going to open the lines for your call very, very soon. The panel are waiting already backstage. Kesh, Jem, David, Alfie, Eleanor, they're all ready and waiting to hear from you. They're coming on later. We need to go past 1,000 likes, but we want to hear from you, the audience, first. I want your views. I want your opinions on this. On Chelsea, I will say before we delve into the calls, I thought were very good tonight. Comfortable in possession, moved the ball well, created good openings. Hugo Lloris had a brilliant game for Tottenham. Without him tonight, there's 3 or 4 goals that are put away. I really, really did. And you know what? It's the early days for Tuchel. And maybe it's best that he hasn't won these games 4, 5, 6, 7-0 in his opening matches. 7-0 is a bit much, Terry, but because then the expectation's massive. Started off nice and slowly, solid at the back, good shape, good movement. You're starting to see his favourites already. Alonso's going to play regs. Mount's going to be in this team. Hudson-Odoi is going to be in this team. Jorginho is going to be in this team. I think that's almost a certainty in terms of who he's going to pick and where he's going to play them when fit in the important games. Great start to his managerial career for Tuchel. But do me a favour and smash that like button. We've got some super chats to jump into first here. Super chats are going crazy here. Man like Pav says 2 wins in the last 8 Premier League games for Tottenham. They really are awful. And that's true. And it's 3 defeats on the bounce, Tottenham fans. Man like Jerome here. This is the first time in 30 years for supporting Tottenham that I can clearly say that I have had enough of watching Spurs. I saw them getting battered 7-1 with David Ginola, yet they showed more heart than this. I'm just done. Jerome is done. Jerome is done. Doesn't want any more to do with Tottenham while Jose Mourinho is there. Can you believe we're seeing this? Can you believe we're seeing this, Tottenham fans? This football at your football club is absolutely atrocious right now. The dressing room is gone. The dressing room is done. The dressing room is over. I'm going to be sharing the link for you to call in a few moments' time on the Discord server. So get yourselves across to the Discord server now. It's coming up very, very soon indeed. Yes, it is. Some more super chats. Forever Football here says that was Tottenham Park Spurs, as in bus at the park the bus type ball. Big up the football terrace. Can't wait to come on with a neutral opinion as a Donny fan. We've got eye test merchant that says finally beat a top 6 team in there. Top 6 team, get in there, boys. Love to see it. Victor here says, as a Man United fan, I told these Tottenham fans Jose plays defensive football. Reminder, Tottenham were top of the league table on the 13th of December. Monsieur Ahmed here with the super chat says, Jose should just retire from football and protect his legacy. He is starting to tarnish his legacy by staying on. I believe he should retire. And I agree with you. I don't even care about the style of football. Jose always got results with it. Pragmatic managers can still win in football. It's his toxic, poisonous attitude, in my humble opinion, that is destroying him. I'm going to go across to that Discord server now. The link's going to be shared in the general chat box. I've done that right now. So if you're not part of the Discord server, you're not going to be able to call in. We're going to hear from you. When we pass that 1,000 like mark, we're getting the panel one. And I can see Eleanor right now. She looks like she's fuming. Eleanor looks like she's about to smash her head against the fridge in her conservatory. 110%. Looks like she's going to smash her head against the fridge in the conservatory, bruv. She's getting mental backstage. I know you can't wait to see it. Hit that like and share button, people. First caller on the Football Terrace tonight is going to be man like Baz. Baz, welcome back to the Football Terrace. What you saying, bro? Yes, Baz.
Hey, Cherry. How's it going, man?
Yeah, I'm good. What do you want to say, brother?
We were on Vibes yesterday, and I made a comment, and I remember saying, like, I remember when Jose was coach of Manchester United, like, I didn't even want to watch games. Like, and I feel so sorry for Tottenham fans because I feel it. It's like that energy, like, you know, when we're playing, like, that team from Switzerland or whatever it was, Austria, like, young boys, and yeah. Fellaini scored that goal in the last minute and he was smashing the water bottles. That was that was the epitome of like where we got to, where we're playing against like this dead team, like at home, like basically waiting, like hoping to score a 1-0 winner by like doing a long ball at the end of the game. And I feel like this is what, like, I can't blame who wants to watch that. And what I'm going to have to say right now is you can keep blaming, you know, Jose is to blame. He's done. I think his career is in TV. That's where he belongs right now. But Daniel Levy is going to have to answer some serious questions when they pay out his contract. And I think that's something they have to look at because they're in serious financial situation now. You know, the payments on that stadium loan are huge. And you know that. And this is paying out a contract like that's going to be bad.
Mate, I totally agree. And United fans feel their pain, but I'm not going to lie. They're rivals. I'm loving it. Baz, thank you for coming on, mate, and having your say. Appreciate it. Man like Jake's on next. Jake's a Tottenham fan. Jake, it goes from bad to worse. Give me your thoughts, bro.
I mean, everything I needed to... Can you hear me?
Yes, bro. Yes, bro.
Everything I needed to say, I said in the last stream after the Brighton game. And everything I said about... what I've tweeted and what I've said about what will happen in this game, everything went pretty much as I'd expected it to, except for the fact that it was only 1-0, to be honest. I don't think Chelsea were that great or had to be that great to beat us, to be comfortable against us. Yeah. The football, obviously, it goes without saying. We know how we play. But I think the one thing I think Spurs fans need to do is be consistent. And the fans that said Poch needed to go when he did, which I was one of the fans that said that because he lost the dressing room. You got to keep the same energy. Jose's lost his dressing room. If you're not saying the same thing when Poch got sacked, then there is a bias there. There's a clear bias there towards Jose. He's lost the dressing room. He has to go along with all the players. Along with in the 23-man squad, there's about 17 that have to go. 17 that aren't even good enough for cover. It's that bad.
Mate, I agree with you. You can just, as a Man United fan that witnessed this, you can see it. It was the lack of effort, the lack of trying, the lack of passion and desire. Jose's system works when everybody's giving their all. And you see it tonight. There was nothing. There was nothing at all from these Spurs players. They were just walking around in the first half like it was a training match. And that stems from Jose and his treatment. And anyone defending Jose, trust me, when he goes, and he will go, and if this run continues, it will be very, very soon indeed. It'll all come out the way he's treating them. Right now, if you had the power, would you sack Jose now, or would you give him more time?
I can't lie. I think sack him just before the League Cup final so that we get a bounce for that game. Because no matter what happens, it's going to be bad. So you might as well get some kind. You might as well be strategic with it. Sack him a few days before that League Cup final, get some attacking patterns of play in there and see what we can do with vibes. Because at the end of the day, this team isn't good enough regardless. But we're better than this. We can play better football than this. And it just goes to show how much Kane and Son were carrying this manager. He looked at this job, looked at Kane and Son and thought, oh, I have some of that. I'll have a bit of that. Couldn't take advantage.
Do you know what I think? Do you know what I honestly think when it comes to Jose Mourinho as well? I think he's like, you know, like some boxers go on too long. So I want one more fight and they get beat. We might be witnessing that right now with Conor McGregor in MMA, right? We saw that with Ricky Hatton, went on too long as a boxer, came back as well after he looked like he retired and got beat by a bang average fighter. I think Jose Mourinho needs to put himself out to pasture. I think Jose Mourinho needs to retire, protect that legacy, because you know what? You don't want to end up you don't want to become a laughing stock, because people do end up like Wenger. Look what happened to Wenger in the end. Like Wenger, my generation remember great stuff. Anyone younger than 30, maybe 30, between anyone younger than 28, I think they remember Arsene Wenger as a joke manager. And Jose Mourinho doesn't want to go down that same road. And I agree with you. Maybe a sacking before the cup final will be good. Bro, appreciate you coming on as ever, man. And we'll chat to you again soon, brother. Thank you very, very much indeed. The line to call in is available on the Discord server. Get your super chats in as well. Now, we're not on 1,000 likes. The panel ain't coming to 1,000 likes to hit. Next up, Shelton Douglas is going to be on the show with us. Sheldon, sorry. Who do you support?
I'm a Tottenham supporter, man.
You're a Tottenham fan, bro. Jose Mourinho, it's trending that you guys want him out. Give me your opinion.
I have to say he has to get out. This play, what we're doing on the field, I mean, it's dead. The players are dead. He doesn't look like he is even enjoying his position as the manager anymore. You think in this rivalry game, some type of spark, but nothing. It was absolutely nothing. They were completely dead the whole game. The only thing that happened was you conceded a penalty. That's it. And you would think that's the last thing you could do. But it's just horrible. It's just absolutely horrible. And I'm done supporting this team. I'm all the way in America. I might as well just start watching the NBA or something. I don't know. But this team is just completely sapped every bit of excitement I had for this team ever since I watched them years ago. It's all gone, and I don't even know what to believe. I don't know what to think when I'm talking about Tottenham. It's just absolutely gone.
Wow. Powerful words there. Listen, all the best, and I hope you feel better about it soon, but I do feel your pain. Tottenham fans looking to walk away from the club. It'll calm down tomorrow. He won't leave his club. We know that. But I get and I feel the frustration. We're going to get Aaron on next. Aaron's here, the Donny fan. Aaron, more disastrous result for Tottenham. Very good win for Chelsea, though. Give me your thoughts, mate.
Oh, trust me. I mean, the super chat said it. It was Tottenham Parkspur. It was specifically Park the Bus. I'm looking at response after the match, after I finished watching it. I'm seeing Clinton Morrison say they only started playing in the last 5 minutes. And I have to agree with Clinton Morrison. I have to agree with him because, like you said, it was a training match for most of that game. Chelsea had 18 shots and only 2 on target. The only thing Chelsea missed was clinicalness. They had to be more clinical with the chances. But I'll tell you something now. Jorginho, great performance. I think Chelsea overall were better defensive show, like you said. I think Lampard, I thought Lampard had an exciting future. I think Tuchel's brought in that defensive sensibility and professionalism. I think that Tottenham took it like a training game. It was like they're under 18s playing against Real Madrid. And the sad thing is, when Pochettino was Tottenham manager, I was excited about this Tottenham team. I thought, here we go. This is looking like the Real Madrid era of Tottenham Hotspur. You got Harry Kane, you got Heung, you got the massive new stadium on the site of White Hart Lane, the legendary White Hart Lane. A very exciting future. And then Jose comes in out of nowhere on the same day pretty much the Pochettino has been sacked, which I didn't agree with in the first place. And Jose comes in. I did not agree with that appointment in the first place because I knew what kind of football that guy plays. In my personal opinion, if Jose Mourinho does not go before the League Cup final, I do start to question the mentality of the Tottenham board, of Daniel Levy, of the board members. But I think overall it's a good Chelsea performance, a good bounce back for Tuchel on the back of that Wolves draw. I think that Tottenham, hopefully, if they sack the manager and bring in someone attacking-minded like Pochettino, obviously he's at PSG winning trophies now, but if they bring in someone that's attack-minded and can get that free-flow football back into Son, back into Kane, back into all those players, then Tottenham could use the League Cup final as a trophy opportunity, as a way to bounce back in that. But I think Tottenham will hopefully bounce back if they sack the manager. Massive thank you once again, Terry. And we face Oxford on Saturday, so I'm going with a 2-1 win. Rovers till I die. Come on, Taylor Richards.
Top man, thank you very much, Aaron, for coming on there, talking about both teams. We've hit the 1,000 like mark. We're going to be getting a panelist on really soon. We're going to do one more call first, then the panelists are coming, and the Chelsea fans are rubbing their hands. And yeah, Eleanor, tears are in the eyes. Alex hasn't turned up, ladies and gentlemen. Alex hasn't turned up. He can't. He knows he's going to have to criticize his team, and he doesn't have the ball bags. He got such a lack of balls. He had to return his Manscaped. He had nothing to shave, bruv. He had to return the Manscaped because there was nothing to shave. Eunuch, bruv. Eunuch. That's what he is there. Man like B-Man's on the show. Is B-Man. What's going on?
Oh my God. First of all, I would like to say, Terry, you're being very unfair to your headline. It's bad, but it's not Tottenham Hotspur bad right now, my man. Number two, you see, I was sharing a hospital bed with this guy, big Tottenham fan, and he wouldn't let it go that they beat us 6-2. And I told him, I said, wait, they will find a way to mess this up. You just have to wait. But I tried to tell him, but he didn't want to listen. I mean, I watched this match here today, and it reminded me of the recent fight between the Gypsy King versus this guy from America?
Deontay Wilder.
Deontay Wilder. I mean, Jesus Christ. The second match from round one to, I mean, you were just waiting for it. Like, you know, like at the beginning of the fight, you can tell, like, nah, this fight is not going to take so long. I mean, Chelsea absolutely battered Spurs. I mean, it was embarrassing, mate. And you know what? I don't think Jose Mourinho is going to go. As bad as it is right now, I wouldn't discount him on a one-off game like the League Cup. I'm telling you right now, this right of Jose Mourinho at your own peril. I'm telling you, he will find a way. But this team is not good enough. Putting all the jokes aside and all the fun aside, this is just not good enough. And it's justice in a way, because the way Mauricio Pochettino went out, it wasn't right, Terry. What they did to that man wasn't right.
Sorry, somebody put a comment asking, they asked if you're in heaven.
Actually, I am, my man. I'm having a very, very lovely time today.
But listen, B-Man. Bro, thank you very much. Finish up. Sorry.
I've grown to detest Spurs fans, my man. That guy who was sitting next to me in that hospital bed, I mean, he reminded me. You see, Spurs fans, you see, this is the reason why other clubs when we look at Spurs, we just point and we laugh. We just point and laugh because they will always find a way. They have one of the greatest English strikers since Alan Shearer, but they still can't get it done, Terry. He still
Mate,
can't get it done.
I hear you completely, mate. I really, really do. B-Man, you're a legend. Thanks for coming back on, bro. Glad to have you here, well and healthy again and coming on the show, bro. You take care. Man did look like he was in heaven, though. We're going to get the panel on now, people. We're going to do this. Do me a favor and smash the like button. We've got over 5,000 people. Over 5,000 people watching. Let's get 2,500 likes on this, baby. We want to talk Chelsea as well, so we're definitely going to be talking to the Chelsea boys about that because it ain't all about Tottenham Hotspur. Let's get some of these panelists on. Let's go. Yes, 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 everyone. How you all doing? I need to go. Sorry, Chelsea boys. I need to go to Eleanor first of all. That was shocking, Eleanor.
I have a couple things to say. Son had his first touch and shot in the box in the 87th minute. 87th minute, and people are telling me this is okay. This is okay. He had his first touch in the box in the 87th minute, and they're telling me this isn't Jose Mourinho's fault. Whoever was in my comment section yesterday, go watch that video again and delete your bloody comment because you're chatting crap, right? I'm telling you right now, this guy has got to get out my club right now. I am not joking. I have never seen football that bad from a Tottenham side that shouldn't have been that bad. There is no... People are going to say, oh, Vinicius missed a chance. I don't care. We shouldn't have one shot in 45 minutes. We had two, I think, since that, apart from like the ending. We had like two shots. It is actually disgraceful, and I can't believe actual Tottenham fans are telling me I'm not a Spurs fan because I don't want this man in my club. I'm sorry, but I've never seen anything as bad as this. I'm sorry. I was more excited under bloody AVB than this. I'm bored. I'm half asleep watching us.
I hear what you're saying here. I want to go to Alfie next. Alfie, of course, is a United fan. You have witnessed this exact same thing at your club. Do you have any sympathy with Tottenham fans, or is it a case of, well, you employed him, you knew what he was about?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Today, I have never seen a worse 45 minutes of football in my life. I'm a grown-ass man, Terry. I'm 32 years old. I've never seen a worse 45 minutes of football ever. That was horrible. Not even under United. It was, well, you know what? This is it. I understand you have no motivation to watch your team anymore.
Yeah,
I get it.
I've none. I genuinely have none.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly where we got to. KJ knows this. KJ knows.
We had one attempt on target. They had 15 attempts and we had 2. Okay, they only had 2 on target. That's not my problem. 15 attempts, 2-2, and we're supposed to sit here and say that's okay. Like, I've never seen anything this bad. Being a Spurs fan, at least when we were crap, I still enjoyed watching us play in somewhat way. Now we're losing games embarrassingly. Like, we can't even go to any team. We're at home in a London derby and we look scared to cross our halfway line. Like, I am sorry, but there is no defending this. And it's fine. Jose Mourinho can be finished. Like, it's okay. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say he wasn't great in his career. He wasn't a good manager. Of course he was. He was brilliant. But right now he's come to the end of his time and he should go and manage Portugal. Just go to, go manage your national team because you're finished. You're finished. And there is no denying it. There's no denying it. If any Spurs fan is sitting here trying to literally tell me that this guy is the guy for Tottenham, watch that game again, because that is literally the worst thing I've ever seen. Like, I'm literally just shocked. I'm just shocked.
I hear you completely, and I hear the frustration. I think Alfie was alluding to exactly the same stuff that I was. That we've seen this. I don't really have sympathy for Tottenham because I did state that as soon as Jose becomes unhappy, as soon as you don't give him what he wants, toxic.
I don't have sympathy for the Spurs fans. I don't have sympathy.
And I hear you on that, L. What I'm saying is this. The biggest mistake Daniel Levy's made, you could argue it's employing Jose. The mistake is you didn't get rid. I mean, the parallels in Man United are mad. He wanted rid of Pogba. The club said no. It falls apart. At Tottenham, He wanted rid of Ali. The club half said no or didn't get it done. Everything falls apart because he treats players that he doesn't want like crap. It's a madness. It's a madness. But I want to talk Chelsea for a moment because we're covering both tonight. Anita's with us now. Chelsea, 2 wins on the bounce, 3 clean sheets. Really good play from your boys tonight. Were you impressed, Neats?
I was impressed with, like, you know, the passing and, you know, the pockets and all of that crap. But the final third, it just let me down today, man. Like, we all know that Tottenham, they didn't play very well today, and it wasn't really like we needed to break them down as per se. There were so many empty spaces within their defense today, and it was really unlike Tottenham. They were really stagnant. It's like they didn't really want to press us in the first half, which was kind of weird. But they came out in the second half, like Jose Mourinho does. He doesn't press in the first half. Second half, he starts to press in, but I feel like it should have been 2-3-0. We should have buried our chances in the first half. We didn't. And it's bittersweet for me because I'm happy we got the 3 points, like big 3 points for us, yeah. But at the same time, what are we gonna do about the final third when we play bigger teams? When we play teams like Man City, when we play teams like Man United, what are we gonna do then? We can't bank on a penalty to get us out of trouble again, you know. I'm not angry with how we played today because I think it's definitely a step up, and of course I just love sexy football. Like, anyone who knows me, I'll take sexy football over anything. Like, it's just nice to watch our players recover the ball so well. It was really refreshing. Like, every time we lost the ball, there was a desire to get the ball back. We weren't holding back, trying to wait for them to come to us. We were coming at them. We were getting the ball back, passing it straight away. And the close control of the ball with our boys, absolutely sublime. And I was really scared of Christensen coming in. I thought he was gonna give something away, maybe a penalty, maybe he'll fall down on a counter or something. But he was quite solid. Rudiger was quite solid too. Alonso, he's slow as hell, but he had quite a good game as well. And I think people with Timo Werner, right? As a 9, he did not have a good game. Fair enough. But his movement off the ball was absolutely great today. Like, it was good today. So I'm not an angry Chelsea fan. I'm a happy Chelsea fan, just worried about the final third a bit.
I hear that. David as well. I mean, what were your thoughts on your team performance tonight? And I want to hear a bit about you from Tottenham as well.
I mean, Jorginho was, again, man of the match for me. Glenn Hoddle, you're a disgrace. You are giving Mason Mount man.
Yeah, he's not.
Alfie, who scored the winning goal? Who scored the winning goal?
Oh wow!
Who scored the winning?
How many winning goals? How many winning goal scorers get man of the match? Every single winning goal scorer gets man of the match.
Quite a lot. I don't
all right. The fact that you didn't say 100%.
Alfie, it's my turn to talk. It's my turn to talk. Jorginho was man of the match. I don't want to hear it. Jorginho was man of the match. I had Jermaine Gina saying, "Oh, he wants to use Mason as Marco Reus." I don't want to hear it.
Shut up, hurry up! You're boring me.
Hey, Jem, you can have your say on how great he was, but in my opinion, he was average again. But anyway, we were just missing Havertz or Ziyech.
Let me know. Talk about the game.
We were missing Havertz or Ziyech today, just someone a bit more creative who could actually pick out a pass. Because the amount of times we dragged Tottenham into a corner, and then there was a free overlap with Reece James or Marcus Alonso. We just didn't use it. It was annoying. But apart from that, again, it's another win. I mean, he's got 3 clean sheets in his first 3 games, and the last manager to do that was Jose Mourinho for us. So yeah, it's a good start for him. But Spurs, oh my word, Spurs, they were so bad.
Yeah.
Imagine all these Spurs fans start Vinicius. We need to start Vinicius. He was dead. That is Joe Linton there. Joe Linton right there. That is dead.
Well, no, he ain't even as bad as he's KJ Linton, bro. He ain't even Joe Linton.
He's highlighting this against Marine, or doing all this against Marine, and it comes to his league.
David, really quickly, what's your thoughts on Mason Mount's performance then?
I thought he was good, but I wouldn't have given him man of the match.
Why?
I thought he was like the 3rd or 4th best player on the pitch. But I thought Jorginho was comfortably man of the match though. Comfortably.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
I'm not saying he was bad. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that Jorginho.
No. It's just that. It's one of
the highest pass completions.
You've got some credit. You've got some credit in the bank that you need to overcome. I think because you've been saying how Mount isn't good enough as a footballer and he's trash, and why does Lampard keep starting him? And We've been hearing it for weeks and weeks and weeks. So for the fact that you turn around, you know what? Today I give you some respect, because today you went back on all of that trash you was talking about Mount all these months, so to speak. Do you know what I mean? So good man. It's these are manly lessons you're learning. You know, good.
Another good result for your boys. Of course, getting one over on Tottenham's important. You obviously disagree with David around the Mason Mount comment. I thought Mason Mount was excellent tonight, by the way. And trust me, David, you're gonna have to learn to suck this up, because your new manager loves him as well. But Jem, give me your thoughts on your performance, and I'd love a word from you on the disastrous problems at Tottenham right now.
First of all, I want to start with thanking Eric Dyer for the win today. To be honest, if he didn't give us the penalty, we wouldn't have won. Let's be serious. We had all these blimmin' chances, literally 15 chances. We only had 2 on target. I don't mind us playing sexy football, but we need to be more clinical. I'm happy that we won today. I'm happy that we played well and we dominated them on the ball, and defensively with Jorginho, a very good game. For me, out of every player on the pitch, Jorginho was the man of the match, because he scored a goal and he had a good game. But other than that, I thought, you know, there's no point having these sexy style of play patterns, and then you get to the final third and you can't convert. You need your players in the final third to be able to produce. So for me, we need to work on that. But it's only been a week, and for me, Tuchel's done well with what he's got at the moment. But yeah, Eric Dyer, mate, you are a fraud. And whoever the scouting guy was that found you and brought you to Spurs, mate, you need to question him as well, honestly, because he's shocking.
Can I answer that? I know you really want to go to someone else, but I just want to answer that. Number one, Eric Dyer was brought as a DM, and he was great when he first came. So yeah, that's fine. He wasn't. It's Jose Mourinho that has decided when he is finished to play him as a centre-back, because he can't take him not being in this squad. So blame Jose Mourinho for the fact that Dyer's still playing, because he shouldn't be. And he was dropped under Poch when he was bad as a DM, because that was his actual position. So yeah, there's no reason to go for the scouting team that actually got him, because he was good when he first came. Now, there's a lot of issues. The Vinicius thing that I just want to address that someone else just said. The Vinicius thing, yes, fine, he was terrible. But at least we got to see it. You don't buy a backup striker and not play him. At least we got to see it. Son didn't do anything today. So like I said, Son had the first touch he had was in the 87th minute. So we had to play our backup striker. Anyone that was calling for, like me, I called for Vinicius to start. Yes, he needed to, because we didn't have a striker. So no matter how bad it is, we had to play him. Yes, he was terrible, and yes, he missed a sitter, but we created like 2 chances, literally 2 chances in the whole game, other than the ending. Yeah, so realistically, it's not really, you don't play him, you have no one else to play up there. So
I think on the Vinicius thing as well, this is where you'll see the toxic Mourinho stuff again, though. Mm-hmm. Giving him a chance, he didn't really do anything, partly because of the way his team played. And I wouldn't be surprised now if he doesn't. You don't see. I've heard Harry Kane might be back, but I wouldn't be surprised if you barely see him again for two or three games. Do you get where I'm coming from? Like he won't give him a chance. Prime's here with us as well. After Prime, we're going to go to Kesh. Prime, what did you make of Tuchel's first week? No defeats, 3 clean sheets, 2 wins, fairly narrowly. Give me your thoughts, bro.
I'm impressed with him thus far. This game, Spurs were just so bad in this game. I don't think it was necessarily that we did anything overall that special. We had a lot of chances that should have been more clinical, yes. But Spurs was just so bad. They were trying to play on the counter. Nothing was really sticking. Vinicius is terrible. And I keep telling you about him. That's the reason why he's not playing. Jose could be finished. Jose's finished.
Well, that's. I hear you on that. Great points there, Kesh. I want to ask you this. Obviously, you're a gooner and you're watching this, but I want to. Do you think Jose Mourinho is legit done at the highest level of the game?
He is done based on he's never really going to get a chance to be at a big club that their ambition over the years has always been to win. So he's always going to get the money to back. With Jose coming to Tottenham, he needed a fully fledged transfer window where he's going to get in defenders that you can depend on, because the way Jose is playing, yes, we might not like it as football fans, but it's not beautiful, but it's something that's worked for him throughout his career. It's just that he's always had players that are dependable. Like you wouldn't see a Carvalho doing what Dyer done today, you know what I mean? So for me, it was a total mismatch bringing Jose in. I understand you want trophy, but if you have to suffer through this just for a League Cup, that doesn't warrant anything. If it was like the title now, I could say, okay, cool, they're chasing it. But as I said, when I came on here, Igal came on here, and I said, they're in a false position. They're imposters. I'm not going to believe that Spurs is a title challengers until they show me. And what we're seeing now is don't throw stones in glass house. Like, you know, cool, Brighton, Fulham, and them man there, you know, right? Come on, it's Spurs.
No, listen, I hear you on that. I really hear you on that in relation to Tottenham kind of, not, I wouldn't even say falling us this year. It's just they were showing something and then it completely disappeared. But now it's awful. And when you see, I think when you see a Jose team not working hard, that the writing's on the wall as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. For me, it's done because it's happened now 3 clubs running. And he needs to put himself, you know, like a horse, you know, that can't win races. Put yourself out to stud, put yourself out to pasture, retire, go out, you know, with a little bit of pride intact, because it could get. Where's he going to go next?
He's doing a Wenger. He's doing a Wenger.
Portugal.
That's literally what he's doing. He's doing a Wenger, and he's tarnishing his legacy. And as much as I don't like the man, I don't like the man, innit? But I hate to see legends of the game do themselves like this.
No, see, I don't necessarily agree with all of that. You know, yeah, you could say that he's done, yeah. And look, you know that style of play when it first, you know, when you first saw it in 2004 and 2005, yeah, or 2005 and 2006, sorry. This is what every reporter was asking, saying, you know, but like this is the kind of style of play that you're playing. And I remember his response to when someone said, who plays nice? He said, who plays nice football? Arsenal, they play nice football. And he said something ridiculous like 16 points or something, or whatever it was. That's how far behind they are from us and all of that business, yeah. And you have to understand in his second to last, not the last club, the club before that, Chelsea, he won the title, and then the following season he fell off. There is always going to be room for Jose, and there is always going to be room for this type of football. I just don't believe it to be somewhere. This is maybe giving too much credit to Tottenham. I don't mean to take shots at Tottenham like this, but I don't see this type of football at Tottenham. Do you know what I mean? Like Tottenham are so up and coming and steadily top 6 now. They are top 6 now, yeah. And they thought what Man United thought. Really quickly, we can just get some silverware. That's what Man United thought. Really quickly, we need to get back into the top 4 and get some silverware. And because you've now kind of, you know, you were losing the edge when they brought him in. You were losing the edge because really Pochettino wasn't backed. Yeah, you got a new stadium. Pochettino is a manager. He understands football. He knew that summer. Listen, I need to reinforce these areas, and you gave him nothing. You gave him nothing, so therefore he had a terrible start to the season, right? Yeah, and then obviously you got rid of him. It's a bit of an injustice, and then you brought him in thinking that he's going to patch up. This guy is not a patch. He's not a patch job.
No.
He doesn't patch things up. He is all he's supposed to do is come in and he says, right, this is the kind of football that we're going to play. So we need someone really strong left back, really strong defensive midfield, really strong on our centre backs, and we need people. We need strikers who are also going to be defenders. If you can't do that, Dele Alli, you're out, mate. Yeah, and I think that's wrong. But you know what? I will still never forget what Jose is capable of. One of the best games I've ever seen in my absolute lifetime is when Inter Milan smashed Barcelona. Smashed not just any Barcelona, they smashed the Barcelona, and they smashed them. They didn't. They wasn't. They were sitting back at San Siro. Yeah, they took it to them, smashed them. Yeah, let's not like if some of you might be too young to remember this. Yeah, 2010. I remember this, and I thought to myself, that is an absolute masterclass. A man who has this in his repertoire, yeah, that he can go and pick out something. That's what he wanted to do today.
No, but
he wanted to shut you guys out, and then second half he wanted to come and steal the 1-0. But yeah.
I'm not saying Jose's done as in he hasn't got the ability to replicate that again. I'm saying he's done because I don't see him going to another club who's going to give him those resources.
Yes.
The way he's tarnishing his name, clubs are not going to be looking at Jose like that and saying, I want to bring Jose in.
Unless they have the funds, though. This is the thing, Kev. Yeah. Unless a certain PSG type of club with funds will say, look.
Sorry, I think he's dead. I think, yeah, but do you know what I think it comes down to? It's eras. and this is one thing which Jose hasn't adapted. Jose is managing men in 2021 like he was in 2010. It's a different era of man. It's a different era. Men are not. I'm not talking. I can only talk about it from a men's sport. The men don't want the same thing. Wayne Rooney did a very potent interview, and this is from 10 years ago, where he said Fergie changed his management style. He would shout at Rooney, but the message was actually for Lewis Nani, because if you shout at Nani, he went into his shell and didn't improve. I don't think Jose Mourinho has learned how to manage a modern day football player, a younger football player. The generation before this, you could probably grab Frank Lampard by the scruff of the neck or Rooney, shout in their face, call them a mug. Maybe you wouldn't use the word mug, and they'll go out there and work harder for you. Nowadays, you raise your voice and it's, oh, HR. And I think Jose's finished because of that.
I just want to say something about our defensive setup, because like no one seems to be, everyone's sort of backing him up. If he had money, okay, maybe if he had the money. But my issue is that our defensive setup was awful. Like we're half pressing. Like we're half pressing with 4 players. Then Sissoko and Højbjerg are dropping in to make a back 6. And then there was just a massive hole in between them. Like to me, that is a tactic. There's tactical errors here. I'm looking at that formation and I'm like, what is going on? To me, the players are not playing for him. But yes, you do have to put blame on the players. You play for Tottenham Hotspur and you're not playing for this club. I get you don't want to play for the manager, but you're also disrespecting the club. So yes, I put blame on the players. If anyone says I'm not putting blame on the players, yes, I am.
The players are not good enough. They're not good enough.
But Eleanor, here's the thing though, really, apart from the penalty, Chelsea weren't all that. And hold on. I'm saying Chelsea weren't all that. They didn't really overcome you. You gave them the penalty. Yeah.
But then it's even worse.
No. But then there's an argument to say, oh, look, genuinely, you know how Liverpool fans turn around and say, all these injuries and it's horrible and all that, blah, blah, blah. We can say Tottenham Hotspur are strictly Son and Kane. Without them two, you're not winning games, yeah? So now that you're missing Kane,
manager we are.
But hold on, now,
manager.
Of course. That's now. I'm talking about now, right? So now that you're missing Kane, who's to say that actually this tactic? What if today actually paid off? What if even if you gave away a penalty, you got 2 chances, literally just the 2, and Kane put both of them away, and it was 2-1 because Chelsea they didn't finish. They didn't finish their chances.
Yeah, can I just reply to that? I remember doing this, and then Alex can talk, or whoever can talk. I just want to reply to that because I remember doing this after we beat Sheffield and Sheffield United. Sorry, comments. After we beat Sheffield United, I remember coming on this channel and saying the way we're playing is not sustainable. You can't expect to have 3 chances and score 3 chances every game. It's not a sustainable way to play football, not a sustainable way to get results. Yes, it could pay off, but you can't rely on creating 3 chances every game. Yes, it might have worked, but to me, the problem was bigger because I can see the bigger picture of this football not working. So that's why when I said that against Sheffield United and everyone said you can't be happy when you're winning, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not that. I can just see the fact that it's not sustainable. When Jem said, we're not creating it, we need to be more clinical. You play like that every game, you create that many chances every game, you will be more clinical in most of the time. The problem is the tactics. The way you have to be clinical for 2 chances is it's literally tactical and it's not good enough. But yeah, you create, you will get goals. You just didn't today, but you create, you will get goals. You need to create more to get more goals. So what I'm saying is, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that football being every week.
Eleanor.
We hear that. We hear that. We'll come back to you in a minute. You know what I love about Elle? We got her a microphone and she ain't even talking into it.
No, I'm shouting. It's here.
And every time you bang on your desk, you can really hear it. It's making me, I don't know why, but it's really making me giggle. Alex is here. Alex, another terrible performance, terrible result. Jose is trending again. None of your players turned up. What's going wrong at your club? It's a joke at the moment, isn't it, Alex? You've got to unmute yourself.
Yeah, I can't lie to you. I was listening to some of that conversation, and I think Kesh, Elaine is always right. She's always spot on about Tottenham. And yourself, Terry, I'm shocked to say, was correct, especially about the Alex Ferguson thing, because that that's very important to note, really. He knows, he knew how to deal with different players because he knew the strengths and weaknesses of certain players. It had it with Poch. Harry Redknapp mentioned it as well, about the way that he had to deal with Gareth Bale because he's a very quiet lad. Mourinho just doesn't seem to be able to motivate the players anymore. Even if we got a draw out this game because Vinicius should have scored, Chelsea did play very well, but I think they weren't clinical enough. In the final third, they weren't really good. And I had a feeling that we might have snatched it. But we still would have not deserved it. We were still awful, absolutely awful. The Son and Kane thing, I mentioned this at the beginning of the season. I got pelters for it. The Son and Kane thing, I got pelters for it. Absolute pelters. I said, so if we don't have Son and Kane, what happens? So it's not very good at the moment. I don't know really what to do at the moment. Either something in the change between the coaching staff needs to change. I don't think the manager should change because it's just going to be absolutely whitewash of the season as far as I'm concerned. I still stick by what I say.
Alex, question for you. Just question. Sorry to interject in your monologue. You kind of sat there and said all the things everybody said has been right about Jose, about the way you're being managed, but then you wouldn't make any changes. If Jose's destroying it, as you've said, you've agreed, the man management, the morale's gone, the play's gone. Why is getting rid of him going to make it work? Like, surely getting rid of him is...
But who's going to take charge, though, Terry? Who's going to take charge of this? Who's going to take over?
There's managers out there, surely. There'll be managers out there in the world that can come in, even in an interim basis, and just galvanize your squad together. Like, you don't need to endure this nonsense.
But Terry, you've got to think clearly. You've got to think sensibly here. Who is going to take over the club right now? If you can get the manager back, that's absolutely fine.
Harry Redknapp in right now. Man manages some sort of something, and they'll go out and attack. Harry Redknapp, come in right now. I do not care.
All right.
No, Harry Redknapp's going to come.
He loves it. He loves it here.
Yeah, but hold on, Tottenham fans. Look, you know what? Yeah, I'll tell you from experience.
Just for interim, not for
hold on. I'll tell you from experience. Yeah, it's not all that bad. Yeah, your football is absolute trash. Yeah, you're going to sleep. Yeah,
it's
really... Hold on. Let me finish. Yeah, but when you win them 2 trophies at the end of the season,
I've got to stop you there.
Listen, he will win the Europa League. I hope you know. Listen, he knows he's not making top 4.
This is the problem.
He knows.
Preach, Alfie.
You know that, yeah? Are you aware of this?
Preach to them, Alfie.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
I respect you, but no.
Are you going to make top 4? He's not making top 4.
But he's not going to make Europa with the way he's
playing. You're talking about Jose. Listen, do you know how many finals has Jose lost? 1.
You're not going to make it to the Europa League finals. What do you mean?
He will make it. Believe. Have faith.
Alfie.
Elena, it's not worth
Speak on
it.
them, man, Alex.
Shouting. It's not worth it.
Can I the disrespect to Jose Mourinho is unbelievable.
You really are telling me that you disrespect Jose Mourinho.
So I have to respect him because he won.
No, Eleanor, wait, hold on 1 second. Every single person on this panel, apart from Kesh, has played this type of football under Mourinho. We've had the same frustrations under Mourinho.
I'm sorry.
What now say that he's not going to win anything.
Anita, what are you talking about?
We can now say that he's not going to win anything. Out of respect,
what are we talking about?
To now say that he's not going to win anything is a madness. Just because the style of play hasn't been great. We've all had this. We've all had these patches. We had it in 2015.
Okay,
won the league. Man United had it in 2018. Won Europa League. Like, chill off. Chill off. I'm hearing Harry Redknapp's name. What's he gonna do for you?
Alex,
what are you talking about?
Honestly, that is just the same rhetoric I hear from Tottenham fans. Oh, we need to respect Not in my life. Yes, that's great. It still doesn't make any difference anyway. I don't understand what you're talking about at all. And this is where you
No,
don't
no,
understand
wait.
Tottenham's situation.
Alex,
And I'm trying to
wait.
be very respectful to you.
Alex,
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Go on, Alan. Let's hear it.
Guys, everyone, let Anita make her point for a minute, please.
Thank you. Listen, all I'm saying is every single one of us here, apart from Kesh, has been through this. Like, we've had bare matches where we're just thinking, what is this football? We've lost bare matches where we're just like, this football is out of bounds. Like, what's he doing? Blah, 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 blah. But to sit here and say, are we even going to get to finals? You're in one already, playing this kind of football. When Harry Kane comes back and when you guys are hitting on counters and you guys are breaking properly, what's going to happen then? Like Alex said, sorry, not even Alex. Like Alfie said, what's going to happen when you guys actually do get to a final? What next? What next? This man not playing this style of football, getting to finals and winning finals with this style of football. I get you're frustrated right now, but Harry Redknapp, come on, man, don't be disrespectful.
Okay,
that is madness in my opinion.
Okay, can I reply? Because I just want to say something. Getting really hot here. Listen, disrespecting a manager that won you a lot of stuff, I understand why you're this upset. But we're in a final because we're in a final because we had the easiest run ever to a final.
You played us.
You played you lot, but you lot didn't play it. You lot were in a bad position.
No, because we were. There's a reason why you
confused about what
no. Eleanor, you cannot say you had an easy run to a final when you guys do not get to domestic finals anyway.
Let me make a point. I understand he got us to a final. We were loving life under him then, yeah? We were all loving life under him then. There is no reason why this football that has been going on for a few games now will get us to a Europa League final. Do you know how many games? Do you know how many games you have to play to get there?
Helena, can I
one at a time. Listen, I'm taking control. No, sorry, everyone's going to shush. I'm going to take control because everyone's shouting over one another. I can't hear anything. So I'm going to now direct from person to person. Alfie, make your point, then we're going to move on to someone else.
Can I ask you, will you really be unhappy if he makes the Europa League final, wins the Europa League, and wins the league?
He ain't making it.
That's not the This is honestly, I have to echo what Anita said. The level of disrespect to Jose. By the I don't listen. Don't take this personally for Alex and Elena. Yeah, you're Tottenham. Please understand, you are Tottenham. You're not league winners. You're not FA Cup winners. You're not League Cup winners. You have nothing. You are absolute trash. Please,
this has got nothing to do with
the amount of like talk even on Twitter. I'm looking at shots at Jose. Are you joking? No. Listen, he might be playing like sleepy football right now. Like you know what I mean. If you're tired, watch a bit of Jose football. Go to bed nicely. Yeah, sleep nicely. Like fine, no problem. But please, you can't disrespect it like this. He will get you to a final. This is the kind of football that gets you to those European finals, by the way, yeah? Europa League anyway. Not the Champions League.
Game right now.
Maybe
not good enough to play this football.
Listen, I'm saying you might. I didn't say it's guaranteed. Listen, but you've got a very big chance. You're saying absolutely not.
You lot stuff is what you're saying to me. I can't win it.
Eleanor, the thing is, I'm not even saying not to want him out. I've wanted him out. I'm not even saying that. But saying bring me Harry Redknapp. Are you out?
Interim. No one said no. You're misunderstanding. For an interim,
bring me Harry Redknapp.
Someone better, like Nagelsmann or someone to go in for someone better. No one's saying we will.
You're gonna replace Jose Mourinho with Harry Redknapp.
For interim. Do you not understand the words I'm saying?
Interim. You've got Harry Redknapp
because I want him out.
Nothing.
Yes, because
the finals you've been in.
Yes, because I want
interim over Jose Mourinho.
So you're telling me I have to. So you're telling me I have to. You're telling me I have to respect. I have to respect him because he's won.
I don't even think you have to respect him. You don't even need to respect him. Big man thing, yeah. You don't even need to respect him. But the fact that you want Harry Redknapp to get you into Europa League final over Mourinho, it is madness.
Yes,
Harry Redknapp.
Yes, I do.
Harry Redknapp.
So you're telling me?
Eleanor.
Hang on. Everybody silence for a minute. What did you just say there, Alex?
You've been very disrespectful to Harry Redknapp, to be honest with you.
You're being
I
disrespectful
think
to
you're being very
This
disrespectful.
man is a serial champion.
I think the thing is, though, it just sums it all up.
Serial
Just do
Champions
not
League winner.
understand
You're
this.
talking to me about
I'm
Harry
going to be
Redknapp.
trying to be
Wait,
respectful.
Alex,
I'm gonna be
what has
respectful,
no,
I
no,
don't
you're not being
want to. So my
respectful.
voice is
Alex,
very
You
loud.
want to get
So I'm trying to
disrespectful,
be
Mikey?
respectful.
I'm
Alex,
getting
with all due
disrespectful.
respect,
Compared
A
to Harry
gentleman. I
Redknapp.
want to be a gentleman
Alex,
here.
Alex, with all due respect to you, please.
Prime. Let Alex speak, please. He's on big screen. Go on, Alex.
I totally respect you, Anita. I totally respect you, but I don't really understand that. For me, okay, it's about a squad. Mourinho doesn't understand how to use a squad, and the whole thing with Kane not being on. I mean, the fact that you just said Kane, when Kane comes back, it will all be hunky dory. It's not like that. You shouldn't be relying on one player. Pochettino wasn't like that, and I'm sorry I had to mention him, but when he wasn't playing Kane, when it was a Pochettino team, okay, we were playing better. Son was the main striker. You see, so I'm sorry.
What did you
I don't
win?
understand what you're talking about. It's about a squad.
What final did you get? What did you win? What did you win?
And if
What did you win? Can we even win the game right now? What did you win the game right now? If you're not going to the Capital One Cup and win the trophy, that's
look at Chelsea.
I want an apology.
Look at Manchester United. I've just rattled off loads of things about
Alex, answer the question that Anita posed to you. After that you said, what did you win?
Oh yeah, but we're not talking about just the winning now, right now. No, but we're not talking about just the winning right now. We're not going to ask about the winning.
Point talking, bruv. I've got loads of super.
What do you mean I'm talking rubbish?
There's so many questions.
I'm talking
I've
rubbish?
got to go through all of these. We've had so many. First one says it's to Chelsea fans. I want to throw this question to Jem. Jem, what do you make of Timo Werner in the new Tuchel system? That super chat is from Ran.
I think personally he needs to play off a main striker. I don't like him leading up there on his own. I think you'll get more from him by doing that. Because if you notice today, he was dragging out to the lefts and the rights, and we didn't really have anyone up front making him runs. Do you know what I mean? And I think sometimes you need to have a focal point with him and then people running off him. So for me, I would play him as a second striker, not the main striker.
Fair enough. Thank you. Next super chat. I'm going to throw this to Anita. This is from Andrew. It says, are Chelsea fans not concerned that after the 70th minute subs came on, you were pushed back deeper by a poor Tottenham team?
I generally think at that point Tottenham were pressing a bit harder, but again, like I said, it is worrying that for the first 70 minutes we actually didn't get enough out of our forwards and we didn't get enough in the final third. I think it's more worrying that we didn't get enough in the final third than how we played after 70 minutes, because after 70 minutes I think it was very clear that Tuchel was trying to get a bit defensive, bringing in Kante was a testament to that. So yeah, I'm not as worried about Tottenham pressing us in the last 20 minutes as I am that we didn't get much in the final third in the first 70. So yeah.
Yeah, I hear you on that. We had a super chat that came in there's so many coming in now. So it's from Adam, who says, come on, G. I know who quite you to do. Spurs fans, don't be so down on yourselves. Give Jose time like we gave Ollie. Now look at where we are. Energy. Laughing emojis. And then says, top half of the league is still possible for you this season. Awesome Avenue says, the fact is Tottenham don't have a defense. That's why everyone, including Kane, is always coming back to defend. Lee, language of the slaves. I don't know what that means. Says, I want to see Spurs do a Man United in the second game. I don't know what that means. Spurs should sack Jose and get Eddie Howe. It is one here. Undombele season says, get this man out of my club. I broke my TV. This is not about the football. There is just no identity or no style of play. Tahir says, without Jose, Chelsea wouldn't be where they are today. Oh my, I can't believe how many super chats have just come in. Jesus. I told you guys Jose should have started Tenkanga. We already put that one up. Bobby B says Levy is just concerned with his own legacy, so will not drop Jose until he has silverware under his watch. Top four is gone, so it's the Europa League or bust. More super chats here. We can get these ones up on the screen actually because they've come in recently. Flo says, gotta love the girls fight. Leave Eleanor alone, man. She's banging. Come on, the red half of North London. We're in the red half of North London, babes. Okay, bruv. Calm down, son. Spurs will always be Spursy. Eleanor, would you ever become an Arsenal fan?
I mean, it makes me physically sick to even see their badge. So no, I can't even be near it. It burns my eyes.
I hear you on that.
I do want to make a point in a minute, but yeah, I'll
let me just finish these super chats. I've got to respect everyone that's putting them in. Cliff says, I'm a gooner and I hate Spurs, but I always had a lot of time for Emma because she always talks sense about shit Hart Lane. But Harry, so you're basically saying you normally talk sense, but Harry is what she's saying. Donny fan here says, thanks for having me on the show, mate. In terms of replacements, pay for attacking bosses like Francis Deschamps or the Gasparini of Atlanta. Mohammed here, Mohammed Yusuf, big up yourself, says, why does winning and bad football have to be mutually exclusive? You can play good football and win at the same time.
Exactly.
Is a dinosaur.
Thank you.
Distinct. Jose literally bigger than Spurs, so respect him.
Oh, that's not true.
Man, like, I hate Jose. One more trophy than Spurs have won in their entire history. Jose is bigger than Tottenham. North London is red. What's your response to that, Alex?
I said that, you know, I don't like Jose, but I was happy to just, you know, see what he was going to do, because I could see that he was trying to change things with the appointment of Sacramento, and trying to press more, because he's a pressing manager and also he likes to play attacking football.
Fair
so
enough.
I was prepared for that.
It was more about the comment of Arsenal are bigger than you. Jose's bigger.
Well, to be honest, I don't really listen to that anyway.
Okay, cool. Alex, sorry, Alfie, you were going to say that, bro. Go on, mate.
No, he said no. He said Alex, you did say. I heard you say it. Don't lie, bruv. You went no, he's not. Yes, he is. Jose is. He is, and that's how Jose carries himself. He carries himself as if he is, and he'll throw his toys out of the pram when he doesn't get his players. He's definitely going to be here, in my opinion, for a whole nother season. This is his, by the way, this is his first full season as your boss, yeah? You have to understand that. The season isn't done. So this level of disrespect is, I get it, it's terrible football, but this level of disrespect is, you people are just, you should be lucky to have a manager, winning manager like Jose.
Yes.
You
Winning
people,
manager
when I say,
Yeah.
I'm so happy you won my Rivals trophies. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you.
No, but wait, what if he wins it? But what if he
Wait.
wins it for you? You see this negative, this is such, like, he's instilled negativity. Imagine he goes and wins it for you. By the way, really quickly, what were Chelsea before Jose came? Are you forgetting this? Hold on. Oh, let me finish. Just like Tottenham are nobody now, Chelsea were nobody before Jose. So how do you come with this mentality about, you don't know if he's finished? He might genuinely, might end up getting you to 2 finals, win you silverware, which you don't have, and you can finally come onto streams and say, but we've got silverware.
I really want to reply to this.
I'm going to Gem next, and I'm actually going to be like a teacher now. If people keep shouting over me, I'm banning you from the football terrace. We need to have some damn control here. Gem, please go.
Alex is talking nonsense. Let's be serious. Look, Jose is bigger than Spurs. What did Eleanor and Alex, what did you expect to do when he come in, right? Let's be serious. You've got 2, maybe 3 top world-class players. Other than that, you've got Eric Dyer, Ben Davis. Expect to do walk in and make Eric Dyer John Terry and Ben Davis and Ashley Cole. You've got dead players. When you're going to accept you've got dead players, they're crap. Tell her.
That's fine. They're crap. That's fine.
Yeah, but you're going on about systems. You're going on about, but you need a manager.
No. Let me speak. That's fine. They're crap. But he ain't going to get a checkbook to get his short-term success like he wants. So, and everyone, by the way, when I celebrated making the Champions League final, you're a loser, you're a proper loser, you're celebrating a final. Everyone's talking about this final like we've won it. Hold on, we still got to play a very good City side. We ain't won this League Cup final. So everyone's saying that I celebrated the Champions League final too much. You lot all celebrating a League Cup final like we bloody won it, and we ain't won anything.
Yeah, so, Ellen, do you know why?
Because he's won it before. Okay, but this football, nothing's telling me he will win it anyway.
Do you know why? Because, like I keep saying, you have the best manager in terms to win something and elevate your club. That's something you guys do. And also, Why is it so out of the question that you guys could actually get top 4? You guys could end the season with 2 trophies.
You literally just said he's finished.
In terms of winning the Premier League or a Champions League, but in terms of getting you 4th and winning 2 trophies, no, he's not finished.
He can get through that Europa League with this squad because we don't back him.
He will get through the. He will get.
Let me tell you why. We won't back him.
No. You guys all talk. He will get through it because he is built for cup runs.
Mhm.
He will. Okay. Who's left in the Europa League, please? What big teams are left in the Europa League, please?
There's Sociedad, United, Arsenal.
Arsenal don't count.
Inter Milan. No, Inter Milan aren't even in there. They got knocked out. They didn't even make it.
Cash, are you going to have that?
All right, cool. The only
AC Milan.
I just said don't worry about Arsenal. Just
Inter Milan.
Yeah, go on, Nate, have your final say. I know you've got to shoot to another show.
Yeah, so all I want to say is, right, with Spurs fans, yeah, I'm not saying be grateful, but at the same time acknowledge where you are. When was the last time you were in a Carabao Cup final? When was the last time you won a domestic trophy? When was the last time you won anything, really?
We were in a Champions League final, though. We were in a Champions League.
Let me finish.
Eleanor, you've got to let people finish this.
Just let me finish. I understand that you guys were in a Champions League final last season, and to be honest, big up you guys because that was huge. Getting to a Champions League final as Spurs fans, that is huge. But at the same time, you're also in a cup final that you can actually potentially win. We've seen Jose go up against Pep so many times in the past. We've seen it happen in the Liga. We've seen it happen in the Premier League, and it's one of them things where it's not very often that Pep will get the upper hand on Jose Mourinho in recent times. So in my opinion, you being in the final right now is a plus for you guys, and it's something to look forward to rather than dwelling on the form that you're in right now, especially because you have injuries, especially because Jose Mourinho hasn't been given the money. These are 2 major factors that are not just affecting you, it's affecting Liverpool as well. I get that the style of football is not so appeasing. I understand it. Like I said before, Chelsea, we've been there. Man United, we've been there. I understand it. Don't get me wrong. But thinking that you should get a manager out of a club before a final that you are in to potentially win, you have a high chance of winning that final, especially if Harry Kane is back in time, which apparently he's on track to be back in time. If you have a fully fit squad, you have a high chance of beating City in a final. On top of that, it's not even like you're out of Europa League. If you were out of the FA Cup, the Capital One Cup, the Europa League, and there was no chance for top 4, I would understand exactly where you're coming from. But you are not out of 2 of those 3 trophies. You are still in a running to get top 4. I understand the style of football is terrible at the moment. I get it. I've had Conte, I've had Mourinho, but if this means that you can get to a final, which you already have, you've got a final in the bag already. If this means you can get to Europa League as well, it's something to look forward to rather than something to bitch about right now. You and Alex, you are mad about the style of play because you are used to great football, but always remember that great football has not gotten you anywhere. Jose Mourinho played dirty matches where we've had like 20% possession. Dirty.
I just want to say one thing to all of this.
And won trophies. So I'm just saying, my last note is, I'm just saying, don't lose faith and think about Harry Redknapp. Don't lose faith and think about an interim manager because you're not at that stage yet. You're not at that stage yet for interim manager. And just remember, the club that you guys are, you barely got any trophies, my dear. Take what you can with a winning manager. But anyway, I've got to shoot off.
Anita.
Can I just reply? So I just want to say one thing. I just want to say, if he looks like he's lost the dressing room, which is the main problem. It looks like he's lost the dressing room.
Do you know what? Someone said that to me, and the best way to get a dressing room back is to win a final. Best way to get it back, and you're in a final, and you have a chance of winning it.
Right.
And I'm telling you for a fact now, Harry Kane comes back, and you guys go back to winning form. All of this will mean nothing. All of it will mean nothing.
Harry Kane was still playing terribly.
In our title-winning season, Jose lost the dressing room halfway through, and we still won something. I'm telling you, losing a dressing room at this moment in time isn't that bad. But I'm gonna go.
I'll go back to you in just a minute. I know that Kesh wants to speak as well. Before we go, it's a bit of admin. Smash the like button, people. Explosive show. I do feel like today a kindergarten teacher trying to control the kids. Like one's running out the door, the other one's eating someone's stealing somebody else's lunch. It's a madness. Kesh, what do you want to say, bro?
Terry, I've got to go as well, yeah? I'll see you in a bit.
All right, mate. See you in a bit. Cheers, mate.
Listen, he's in a final. I feel you've got to give him up into that final. You have to wait till the end of the season and assess it because, let's face it, like if he wins the final and he gets you top 4, that's a season well done. If he doesn't win the final and misses out on top 4, I think it's a stick and twist you've got to get rid. You can't just look at his managerial success and think, okay, we should give him another season because you can't go into the next season after a failure and still play this sort of football.
Exactly.
Again,
But this football for me is not exact. This football for me isn't worth a League Cup.
Cash.
Eleanor.
Cash.
The thing is,
what's failure?
Failure is in finishing out the top.
Guys, I'll put David up. David speaking, and we're gonna.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I've got 2 things, and then I'm gonna go because I've got things to do. But my first thing is, if you sack Jose tomorrow, who's actually gonna come in and solve this? Because realistically, all the good managers are gone. All right, Harry Redknapp, right? He's dead. Harry Redknapp is dead in the water because he can't even get a job no more. He's gone. Unless you really want Frank Lampard, which I highly suggest you don't want. There's no one really there. Second of all, who are you guys to give chest about Jose? What is going on? You're talking about Harry Redknapp and that. Where's this chest?
I don't think you really understand.
No, Eleanor, you've won nothing. Yeah, your biggest achievement is almost. You are an almost club. Jose's been there and done that. How can you sit there and be like?
Because
football is about winning. It's about winning. If you keep winning, you win trophies. Jose has that in his blood of winning. He may lose a couple games, but in his blood, it is winning. You as a club do not have that in your system. And the reason you hide it is to get that in your system. That is what he's there to do.
No, I understand the Chelsea fans sitting here trying to defend him. I genuinely do understand that, but he can be finished at the same time. You are talking like we cannot say anything to him ever because of what he's won, and we haven't. So basically, what we're saying is he can drown our club into the ground. He could drown our club into the ground because he's won you lot stuff, and he's won, and he's the winner.
L. Listen, I actually agree. I would sack Jose right now if I was running Tottenham.
Thank you.
No. Oh, you didn't let me finish. You don't let no one finish. You really got to slow down. Like you really got to slow down. I agree. I'd sack him. However, the kind of what they're talking to you about is the way you were like Harry Redknapp, like he's going to do any better. What they're saying is you're acting like someone else is going to come in and make you winners when you haven't won anything really before. Like I agree with both parts. Both of you were saying. I think you're both not kind of listening to each other on certain levels. It's been quite interesting. David, you say you got to shoot?
Yeah, I got to shoot.
Listen, bro, thanks for coming on, mate, and having your say. I really appreciate it. KJ's joined us. KJ, what are you saying?
KJ hasn't joined us.
He's here. Maybe he's joined by accident. I don't know what he's saying here. Alfie, you were about to say something before.
I asked the brother Kesh a question. What did I ask you? What is success?
What is success?
For them? Yeah, what is success for them? For
them,
what is
them is a trophy. That's success for them. But then you have to look at the pros and cons, because if he doesn't win a trophy, he manages to finish outside the top 4. That then hinders Jose for next season. He's not going to get as much money as he would need to then progress the squad more. So it's an hindrance to him. He needs to finish top 4, or he needs to win a trophy where he can say, okay, there's a win either way.
Yeah, but it's a risk. It's a risk, but Spurs fans are acting as if they'd rather not take that risk at all.
No, you got to take that risk.
Which doesn't make sense.
That risk.
No, but do you know what the truth? Do you know what the truth is for Tottenham? The truth for Tottenham is a trophy isn't success. How can something you have never achieved before be your benchmark for success? Your benchmark for success in the horrible climate that you're in is your success has been top 4. You've been happy with top 4 because prior to being a top 4 club, you weren't a top 4 club. Your success is top 4. How can your success now be a trophy? You ain't won a trophy. When was the last time you won a trophy? The League Cup in 2007. It doesn't count. It's that a long time ago, bro. Do you know what I mean? Your success is top 4. You can't turn around and say,
either way, he's got to get top 4. He's got to get something that says your season was successful. If he doesn't get top 4, I'm telling you, it's going to be an hindrance next season, because that's why Tottenham spends. Tottenham ain't going to spend money if they're not in the top 4.
Exactly.
Listen, sorry. Okay, KJ's with us. KJ, what you saying, bro? Yeah, we can't hear you again, KJ.
KJ's not with us.
I'm so confused. So confused. Like he literally messaged me going, "Get me in," and he's there.
Just quickly, Kesh. Sorry to interrupt you, Terry, but thank you for speaking sense. Thank you for speaking sense, because I just had to interject, just not listen anymore. So I just couldn't listen to it. Like, as far as I'm concerned, let's put an example. When we're in the Euros, okay, and Harry Kane goes into the Euros and he meets his England mates, yeah, and he goes up to his England mate and says, "Oh, by the way, I won the Carabao Cup." Oh, and he speaks to Chidwell or what is his name, Madison. He'll say, "Well, I got into Champions League. I won the FA Cup." Oh, and he goes to his mate, the Manchester United player. I can't think of him, but Rashford. "Oh, I won the Champions League." What's he going to think like? He's going to think, "Well, I'm a bit lost, am I?" I'm supposed to be a goal scorer here.
Hang on a minute. Are you talking about Harry Kane?
Yeah, Harry Kane, yes.
And that's why Harry Kane's got to leave Tottenham, because I don't think, you know what I mean? I don't think you literally just made an advert there for your best player to leave. Is that who's saying hello?
Yo, it's me. I'm here.
Oh, Jesus Christ, here he is. What's going on, KJ?
Listen, my mic was fine. I don't know why I go on with my computer, but I fixed it now anyway. I'm here to say my 2 pence. I'm going to go quick, yeah. First of all, yeah, I've been telling you all about this terrorist, fam. I'm telling you, bruv. I told you about Jose Bin Laden. No one to listen to me. Out here, making football look bad, fam. The implosion is started already at Tottenham, and it's peaked for them, man, here. Listen, people need to understand, yeah? I get why people are saying what they're saying about Spurs, and they need to respect Jose, and he could win or something. But listen, it's not worth the pain. All I'm going to say is this. If he does not win the Carabao Cup final, what is the point of man being here? Because he's out there stinking up the joint week in, week out. And I'm sorry, Jose Bin Laden ain't worth the time right now. He's not. He is not. So if he does not, for me, I wouldn't get Harry Redknapp in. Nah, that's a madness. And I'm sorry, that's a bit whack. But if I was owner of Spurs, I said to Jose, look, you save your job by winning that trophy. If not, fam, we've been not winning trophies for years. So going another season without one ain't that deep. So you need to win that, or you need to go and do one, because my man is a bit peak out here with your dead football fan. I'm telling you, Jose Bin Laden, the football terrorist. Yeah. See you guys later.
There we go. Listen, everyone who's tuned in this evening, a massive thank you to all of you. I know we didn't touch too much on Chelsea tonight, but I think the bigger story is Tottenham losing 3 on the bounce. Only the second time in Jose Mourinho's history, only the first time in his managerial career he's gone back-to-back home games, had back-to-back defeats at home in league matches, which is astounding. Super Chat here says, kind of feel bad for Spurs fans, to be honest. Jose makes you not even like football anymore. Almost stop watching because of him at United. Another super chat from Andre says, Jose is like a skunk stinking the place up. I mean, I don't even know why that made me laugh so much, but it did. Make sure let's get this past 2,000 likes, people, before we end this show. Big shout out to our title sponsors, Manscaped, for extending their sponsorship right through to the end of the season with us. That means you, man, are shaving your balls, man. I love that. And that's a real good thing. Make sure, though, you go onto their website. There's a very special page on there that does teach men, especially young men that might be a bit funny about it, on how to check yourself and protect yourself as best as you can against testicular cancer, and what to do, not to do, should you find anything, or be or in the unthinkable situation of course, contracting or having testicular cancer. There's a lot of support. One of the biggest reasons Manscaped was set up, of course, to make wonderful products like ball deodorant, but at the same time, they help men check themselves better, be healthier, and to be safer. So take care of your Kiwis. Everybody who's tuned in, a massive thank you to all of you. Massive show. Absolutely colossal tonight. Thank you to all the panelists. Probably one of the most heated shows we've ever had. Ellen has brought some fire here, and I kind of like the fact that she don't shut up. I just love the fact that we bought her a microphone. She's talking away from it the whole time like this.
Sorry, I need to move. I've got a better setup coming. It's just not.
You need it. You need a better room as well, because that room is echoey. It's like, I thought you were in the kitchen. I'm only winding you up. There's a little bit of banter. Prime, Alex, Eleanor, Alfie, Kesh. I know Anita's gone. Jem's gone. David's gone already. Thank you all. I know we've got people waiting in the back that haven't called in yet, and I'm really sorry that I couldn't get you on. It's a madness. Back in the morning. Abs here said Atletico and Inter are both top of their leagues and they play garbage football. Give Mourinho time. My response to that is simple. I love listening to an argument about the tactics. There's nothing wrong with Jose's tactics. Not on a preference level, whether you like it or not. I don't like opera, but I respect what Pavarotti could do, right? Jose needs to make those systems work. Think about those two managers you just mentioned. The biggest thing that stands out when I think about Diego Simeone or Antonio Conte is everyone runs through brick walls for them. Every successful Jose team, when they left, they cried. They called him daddy. They loved him. You have to have people on board. You know why? You have to win hearts and minds, because to play Jose's football, you have to get talented footballers, generally speaking, to be very happy at times, to be a little bit more negative than their natural instincts are. You've got to make them love doing that. Jose's lost how to do that. I do take on board what Alfie and Anita said, that he could still win you trophies this year. And that will, if he wins 2 trophies this year, say he does, that makes him the best Tottenham manager in the history of the Premier League within one season with this peak. But listen, until next time, everyone, take care of yourselves. Good.